Watched a little bit of the Tour de France, but I haven't really got into it yet. So, but there's into the mountains and everything after Monday.
So Steve, what you're saying is you're watching the Tour de France, all them blokes in lycra and that,
Yeah, and
hot, sweaty,
How does that work then with the
sweaty
yellow
saddles?
Shirt? The yellow shirt is the winner of the day.
No, it's the yellow jersey is the leader of the tour.
In points.
Yeah.
So every time they're scored when they pass the line at a certain position in the field,
It's time.
it's time.
Then it's time.
So if
you
they
get
are
the top,
good
about
time,
the top about the
you
top
get so
third.
many points.
Yeah, you get the top about 30 will be on say
Scoring.
0. Then after that it'll be whatever they are, how many seconds behind.
Right.
that every
And the
time.
next day, the yellow jersey is the one that got the top marks on the previous.
Yeah, they usually carry it through. Then you got the green jersey, then the polka dot jersey,
Yeah.
and all bits and pieces.
So I haven't missed the Wimbledon female finals,
It's tomorrow, mate.
because that's the only time I can legally, without getting a slap off my missus, look at women's knickers, upskirts and all that. I'm just saying. Because wear all this lycra stuff. I loved it when I used to have the fully bum knickers. I remember as a young boy, and I was like, maybe like, you know, I just started to notice ladies. my mum said to me, "Oh, you like watching that tennis, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." So the only other time I could see ladies' knickers was in my sister's Argos catalogue, you know, like, or Kay's catalogue, like. But there you go. No, I'm just being honest. Where did you get your first porn from?
I got it off a boat.
Yeah, dads.
I got it off a sea-link boat off a steward.
Porn?
Yeah.
What, a dirty magazine?
No, dirty video and dirty magazines.
How old was you? If you're below 16, you get man points. All right, fair enough.
36.
Dave,
I think, well, the only thing that used to be able to get hold of porn was like when you used to get the big catalogues. As you talk about in the adult
Kay's catalogue.
yeah, Kay's no, I wasn't joking either.
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
That was Kay's catalogue and Littlewoods as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's no joking, it's probably still there, not too far from the Tiger Pub, Paul, Hackney Wick. Patel's newsagent. I'm not just making that up, but it was, yeah. And it used to be brilliant, like, yeah, because I used to like Escort or Frazzle. There were two magazines. I didn't like all this, do you know the posh ones where they're all on a Caribbean beach and they got sand on their boat, Mayfairs and all that, yeah. Plus they were about 50 pence more, anyway. But I used to love that.
Sandpaper.
When I used to finish me fishmonger's round, I used to go down there, but the thing is, if he was in there, he knew the score, yeah. He'd put the magazine in like the local, you know, Hackney Gazette or something like, you know what I mean? But when Mrs. Patel on now, I used to walk out and I used to have a fucking bag of jelly babies and a bag of Rolos or something. I didn't have the, you know, the test. I didn't have the balls to, you know, go up to the. I was only about like, I don't know, 17.
Finish his fishmonger round. By the time he got the magazine over and had a play, he could see it and he could smell it.
I'm glad I...
Man points, sir. No, seriously. So what was all that for? I'm surrounded by blatant puffery. That was just man points for that, mate. No, seriously, Paul. Man points. I'm not joking.
They're still running that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Jan and Sid.
Yeah. Well, it's just... but it goes back a long time there, but yeah.
Magazines in the old Army Navy store when you used to get the little ones.
Yeah.
So I used to get me pellets from him for me slug gun. And then he, at the back he had like a rack of old, they weren't new ones, they were all, and you go and help yourself. He said, bring them back and you can have some new ones.
I can remember when I was in the army, you go into the steps to the cookhouse, and you've got a table there selling phone cards and the other table selling grot mags.
Grot mags.
Yeah, so you buy a phone card, buy a grot mag.
Fair enough.
Here.
There we go. Look, manly food in there. Manly food, cooked manly. No puffery. Oh, and that,
What's you stupid or something? Your mum's going to clean the fucking bedroom.
Yeah.
Turn it off because I swore again.
you did, sir.
Well, turn it off.
You lower the tone of my films. So I'm just trying to catch this. No, you've been painting naked women. You've been painting naked women, haven't you?
Literally.
And I did a pretty good job.
What were her boobies like? What were her boobies
I'm
like?
not going to say nothing.
No, how did you describe?
Put this on film, Edwards, and I'm not doing it.
No.
Tell him.
What was her Jack and Danny like then, mate?
He's only finishing that because he's been finishing with it.
I just thought you could just, you know, do a bit of manly stuff there, mate.
Oh, you even got it on.
No, I haven't.
I just chicken.
Sure.
You can hold me to ransom, really.
No, so what were her boobs like, this lady?
They're very nice ladies.
Yeah? That's not how you described them earlier on, sir.
I'm not
And
looking in case you press
What was
that
her
bloody
minge
button.
like? What was her minge like?
I didn't look. That was a thong on and
Did you offer to buy the thong?
no, I was so
Oh,
I had
God.
to pass my
I'm just
course.
so, it's just, tonight is wall-to-wall blatant fucking
I had
puffery.
to complete my course. And if I didn't complete the life study, I wouldn't have passed.
But that don't stop you getting a boner on, does it? No, I'm just saying.
Just tell him, will you? Sure,
No,
it's your
Dave's on porn half hour. SweatyBetty.com. And yeah, we're just getting a bit of a fire going, ladies and gents. No, Marty was doing the campfire talk there, and I just tried to try to capture a bit of. Because you are a funny guy. You are a funny guy, and you know, he was painting that naked ladies. That's like.
You taking a piss?
No.
Outside this ring here.
Oh, great. Pension of fire.
No, otherwise it's been like just blatant like fucking shirt lifters, except for my brother, of course, because he's eating beans. Look, he had all of them as well.
He's
Didn't he?
licked the bowl and he's licked the tin can.
Lick the can out.
I have. Yeah, no. Look.
You're getting more like Baldrick as the day goes on.
Oh, bless him.
Come on, put it on the heat, mate.
So that's the tiger moth up there.
That's not. That's a black widow spider.
Gosh,
Well,
a bit.
the flies didn't like them. That's probably why we're getting them. They're all coming down.
I'm getting burned on the gawker there. Of course, I have to move my leg.
They're all dropping in your soup.
Take the smoke to the kiln.
Oh man, thank you, kiddo.
Oh yeah, so all everybody who watches this, my England fans. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. Let's just hope the French don't win, because we'll never hear the last of it, will it? It'll be like Trafalgar and Waterloo all over again.
I think it's going to be an exciting game, actually.
Do you reckon the Croatians will have it? I can't believe I'm actually talking about football, but there you go.
I kicked the arse out of it when I was younger.
I reckon they'll win.
But I've got acid in my blood, so I can't really start to drink alcohol.
I can't drink because I just wet the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I'm not joking.
They're dropping.
No, I like it when you go out for Chinese, and as Marty said there, you have some tiger beer. I do like that.
It's there though, it was a bite.
That's all.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
see the,
drink
I can see
it.
the pins of the movement.
Yeah, I know.
Can't get your soup on and stop filming, Edward.
No, you was coming out with some corkers there, mate, and I just wanted to grab the camera covertly, and I couldn't.
You made me embarrassed.
Go on, I want you to describe them boobs like. No.
I forgot what I said.
I haven't, because I thought, oh, keep going, I'm getting a semi on. I was envisioning this girl as you were talking about her. You know what I mean?
Dave, you're in this picture as well, you know.
No, I'm not.
He is. You are.
Well, I didn't even hear what you were talking about.
No, because you were looking at Sweaty Betty, weren't you?
No, I was washing up, but I didn't even hear what you
Oh,
were talking
God,
about.
I'm surrounded by blatant
I
bloody
didn't hear what you were talking about.
puffery. Just...
So you were out of the conversation.
To be honest, I don't listen to 90% of what you were talking about, to be honest.
Oh,
That hurt.
you bitch.
That hurt. Did that hurt you?
Just scratch him. Scratch him.
Catch him.
Scratch him.
That really hurt us, Dave.
I'm going to have to put the camera
Your
down.
mate, your best mate.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Get this
So
on
I do
camera.
the smile and look at you and nod, but I don't understand.
See, he's intellectual, see? He's intellectual, that's why. He's thinking about deeper things. Or he's on Google trying to do another dibble. Is that right, Dave?
Yeah.
You've got your eye on some on your
Searching,
eBay.
you know.
Something Swedish, I reckon you're looking at him, mate, yeah?
Saying what?
Something Swedish. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Can't be Swedish, can
No, you can't make no. Especially not there. They make good films, don't they?
Whose chair is that silver one then?
Which
The one
one?
you're in, Paul.
Mine.
Okay, Lord.
I'm looking round.
The fire, mate, it's stunning.
Oh, no, the fire's very nice, mate.
Do a slow-mo.
I'm going to do a manly cook. You'll cook with your gases and all your like your fucking spirit burners and that. I'm going to get that your brother's tripod, whack it over there, mate, and do my food there like
Go on
proper.
in and film it.
Well, let it die down a bit first.
Yeah,
On the tripod.
just a bit, just a bit. But that's my plan anyway, because otherwise I'm fucking surrounded
Tim
by
wants to see the video, you see.
Tim who.
Tim.
Oh right, you know, but I'm just saying this. Otherwise I'm surrounded by like just shirt lifter. It's just wrong. It's just very wrong. I've got to change my crowd, my social circle.
Yeah, done it.
We'll keep one up.
Oh.
Oh. 2-1, 2-1.
No,
The banter is going.
No, double scratch him. Double scratch him.
Oh, I'm not going to be the middleman.
Hey, he wears clean pants every day, so the day I want to get him, I get in his tent with some pepper or something, itching powder, and I put him in his undies. Huh?
Turn them inside out twice.
Well, we turn them inside out, back to front, you know.
One leg in, one leg out.
And if they don't stick to a tree, they're all right. No. See, with David, because he's like very hygienic, he's like Mark Smith, bit of a, you know, sissy. And I'll just be like some itching powder in his new drawers, and that's it, mate. Ha! Job done.
Ed, have you got a radio?
No, mate, no.
Oh.
Why? What do you want? You want to listen to the football? Oh, God.
No, I'm going to look at Sky in a minute.
Oh.
Be rude. I've forgotten my PIN number though. Because I've only had Sky for a little while this time, the old Q. And I did the app.
That's certainly cleared out the old mozzies though, mate, isn't it?
I did the app the other day.
Yeah, they actually died.
And I didn't realise.
Because see, the design of this parachute's quite posh. This must have been an officer's parachute, David. I reckon this must have been an officer's parachute. You see, with all the pretty bits in there, mate. Yeah. Blatant puffery. He's got to belong to an officer. And the officers always get bigger parachutes because they can't take the old landing like the old.
Why have they got uneven squares?
Right, you are the only person on the planet that would notice that, mate. You probably have already worked out the angles. That is your OCD, sir, which I find quite disturbing. Nay, I'm offended. I'm offended by your OCD. I mean, the rest of the viewing public, they're just like...
I reckon that's patches where they've been shooting for them.
No, if they were bullet holes, it would belong to a paratrooper and not an officer.
But why is it? There's repairs. It's got to be repairs. Come on, give it any explanation, please.
Yeah, we're just talking about, there's little small repair bits on there. I'll try and catch one out just so you know what you're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's the way.
They're in repair spots.
23 views my video's had now, Eddie. I'm challenging you.
Oh, here we go. No, but there we go.
Charlie.
If anybody can come up with another idea, I should go home happy.
Yeah, look, do we reckon these are bullet holes and they've been
Can
patched?
anybody explain, please?
Because you see all these pretty shapes on it, it's got to be like an officer parachute.
Hello, look, see, I've got somebody investigating.
There is a label on it. There is a label.
See, this is so pretty, I reckon it actually might be like an Italian parachute, not a British Army parachute.
Oh, if you walk round, on one of the actual bits, there is the model bits and pieces of what it is.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it come in a bag?
Remember, I did
No.
put a picture
Come
of
in a
it,
big
but
box.
one landed on my tripod.
There's a mop on there, look, it's been caught there, or a...
Yeah, very nice.
I've
got some M&Ms.
I've got to be honest though, Steve, but they really did resemble, you know, like, Get Me Out of Here, I'm a Celebrity, Kangaroo Bollocks.
Yeah.
They did, mate, yeah. No, serious. Just saying.
What you do?
I don't mind regurgitated food.
Oh, come on, Eddie, I want to see you eat your soup.
I'm going to do it, but I'm going to be like proper manly and do it like on like a proper fire, innit?
You won't get near it, you won't get near it, it's so bloody hot.
It is, mate, as it goes. That's even singeing the
You're
gorka.
burning your soup.
Oh. Shall I do one of them really arty-farty fire shots, shall
Yeah, slow shot.
I? Oh, yes. Ooh.
Do you want to know how England did?
Ooh.
Yeah,
How England did, have they finished?
What did
What's
they
the
do?
score?
2-0 Belgium.
Belgium won, yeah?
2-0 defeat to Belgium. Jose Mourinho has told England to believe in the process after the World Cup campaign finished with a 2-0 defeat against Belgium. Third place playoff.
he comes back and I bet he becomes OBE or something.
What will the waistcoat?
Well, I just, as Rosina says, oh, they did really well this year. And I went, no, they didn't. And she went, what do you mean? I said, no, they lost. And she went, oh, but they got that. I went, no, it doesn't matter how far you get. If you lose, you lose.
I used to go up and have a wank in the toilet and come out, wash me, come out of the toilet. I'm like, fucking nuts, break.
Yeah, I remember the women on the shop floor thing when we in the summer we used to wear like blue overalls.
Yeah.
I always used to come in the morning, go in the thing and change and just be walking around, bra and knickers on underneath their overalls.
When I was in engineering years ago, I was 19, and we got a bird come in, started work. She was stunning, and the only overalls I had for her were the same ones, the old thick blue overalls.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah.
She had a belt round them. She had a gorgeous figure. She had it undone down to here. It was hot in the machine shop. It was like 15 multi-spindle Whitmans running, and about 15 single spindle. But they had the slits there.
Yeah, that's it.
You could just see the little fucking skimpy knickers, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
Didn't have the old schoolgirl blue knickers in.
So Dave, when you was about 15, who did you like
Oh, right.
knock one out with too?
I don't.
You know, in your formative years, when you used to get about 4 boners a day.
Around about that age. Oh, I suppose it would have been...
16 then or something, you know what I mean, whenever.
For me, it probably would have been...
Playboy.
Susie Sue out of Susie and the Banshees.
Who?
Susie Sue out of Susie
Kim
and the
Wilde.
Banshees.
Kim Wilde.
He was good at
Yeah.
See me, it was always Gail Tilsley,
Kim
as she was then.
Yeah, Susie Sue out of Susie and the Banshees because she's dressing
Oh, she was 40 years old then.
Mind you, Colin Nolan, she always did it for me. Or any of the Nolan sisters used to do it for me.
Anyone with tits hanging about and their nipples are showing out their jumpers, like that. Anyone, like Anderson always did. And I always look, even the newsreaders, you ever look carefully, you just see their tits.
Anne Diamond.
Yeah.
She was always an older woman for me. You know, Eddie, you've been a very naughty boy. Go to my room.
Klinsky or whatever her name is.
Oh, yeah.
She was, but she's gone a bit retro now. She's gone over that threshold. I had a crush on Wendy the Butterflies.
Yeah, Wendy. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
When I was, you know, she was young, fit now. Christ bloody hell. She's been Emmerdale. She come on Emmerdale. I thought, Jesus Christ.
Molly Sugden, there's another one.
Who?
Molly Sugden.
Molly Sugden.
Out of Only Been Served.
No, out of Emmerdale.
Yeah, but she was in Are You Being Served as well.
No.
Molly Sugden was.
No, that was the actress something.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Oh,
We're getting mixed up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, another one who's worn well is fabulous.
Oh,
No, your other one.
the other one.
New
one that
Avengers.
Goes to India. She's got.
New Avengers.
Joanna
Joanna Lumley.
Lumley.
Yeah.
Joanna Lumley.
She's wearing.
Do you know, I'll tell you what.
Oh, I
was
just
my-
remembered
yeah,
someone. Oh, I used to
She
think when I was
class.
younger, and I thought it was lovely.
Yeah.
Was what's her name out of The Good Life?
Oh, Felicity. Kendall.
Yeah,
Felicity
yeah.
Kendall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
does
was-
it now in Rosemary and Thyme.
I like
She
the
has
other bird.
Tight jumpers on with her
I
nipples
like the other
fucking
bird
out.
because she was quite authoritative, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
You know, his wife, the posh one.
Yeah.
Hyacinth Bouquet. Always
Penelope.
wanted to do her from behind. Yeah.
It's Penelope, isn't it?
Penelope Keith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Penelope
Yeah.
Keith.
She was.
But I'll tell you what,
But
do you
her
know,
tits were funny. They were sideways tits, if you know what I mean. They were going out instead of.
Yeah. She,
It's the bras.
do you remember that Jerry Anderson programme, UFO?
Oh, of course, yeah. You said Barbara Windsor.
Yeah.
I suppose. As
I never used to fancy her, no. No.
No, the other one that played with the blonde curly hair. I'd seen her recently in a programme, and I thought, bloody hell, I used to fancy you in the old taxi one.
Did
the
anybody
very
ever
old taxi.
used to watch that film, UFO?
Yes.
And when they were in the space station, they had the purple bob haircuts, didn't they? And that tight, shiny, yeah.
It's only light lycra, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, the other one I
but
like.
I'll tell you what.
Saw for the first time. It was when they had the Marvel comic. The one that she changes.
Her knickers once a day. So I was just trying to, sorry.
Let me finish. She
Good
changes
skill, sir.
her suit, and she wears the mask and a lycra suit with the like shells on it. Was it a chameleon?
Oh no, the one that turns blue.
Blue. That's her.
Yeah, that's.
But I didn't know her. I didn't know who she was or an actress. And then I saw her in one of these, you know, magazines.
Yeah.
The Missus Get Vogue or something like that. Gosh, she got a figure on her. Don't know her name.
Beverly Crusher, that's another one.
Beverly
I know most of you have been banging one out over 7 or 9, but that's just a different matter.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You just said yeah.
Yeah.
7.
But I couldn't do that Diana Troy. I could not do that Diana Troy because anybody that can read my mind would just fucking hit me. Bridget Bardot?
Who's that? Singer? Dancer?
No, she's an actress, but I can't remember what film she's in.
Bette Midler?
No. She's done, I think it was with Arnie or something, she was playing a spy. Might not be Arnie, someone else.
Oh, I know who you mean, I know who you mean.
She's like, got an earpiece and she's having to do these things and come onto this bloke and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, I'm going to have to watch a few of them again. Yeah, yeah, seven and fucking shit.
I know.
I just thought of one. Tony Curtis's daughter.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie. Oh,
That's who you meant, innit? Yeah, yeah. You can't, lads. Look, I'll tell you what. You cannot be perving on other blokes' daughters because I tell you what. Speaking from experience, it'll get you into a fight every fucking time. Yeah, and they fight like demons, lads. No, you can't talk about somebody's daughter. That's just wrong.
Well, I tell you what, when I go to Ibiza and I sit there with a drink and watch the world go by about 11:30, 12 when all the girls come out, I think, God, there's some father at home there knowing what these girls do. That's
Morticia, that was another one I used to fancy, yeah.
Morticia?
Yeah.
Morticia. Oh, in the Addams Family?
Yeah.
The thing is, you're saying that, last weekend, met up with my mate, his son's in the Green League, he's an armourer, and you're not filming, so...
No. I've been filming everything. I won't use much of it, honestly. Well, I'll turn it off, mate, as you requested. No, fair enough. Anyway, ladies and gents, I say morning, not good morning, but any morning you wake up in the forest, there's a good morning. I just wanted to share this with you. Some really ugly, grumpy people in the morning. And there's Martin. There's David, look, filling his face, that's unusual. There's his mate, well, he looks quite spruced up. Paul? Just look a bit grim this morning, so I might have to zoom in on that face, but perhaps not, eh? You'll ruin your I did as it goes, and guess who was last up? And Paul, well, you just look a bit grim, sir.
Well, I've been eating to death. I like that.
So the mosquitoes got you last night? I thought you were going to show me your well. Oh, they have man points on that, sir. Oh, yeah. Proper. That's proper got to annoy you.
Destroying the whiteness of the head. Perfect English thing.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say there, mate, because mosquitoes don't seem to bother me, but that's probably just because I stink. You know what I mean? I smell.
I shouldn't have said it. I said it yesterday. They don't really bother me.
Oh, I know.
Well, I think I shouldn't have said it.
You did, mate. You did. But yeah, just thank you very much for the use of the stove, David, because I thought we'd always be using the fire, but we're just keeping the fire down because it's, well, 1, too hot, and 2, anything burns now. It doesn't have to even be combustible now, does it? You flick a fag butt somewhere and that's it, it's gone. It was all that noise that woke me up this morning. You lot jabbering away. What time did you get up?
Just 5 minutes before you, I think. Yeah.
Who was that? Oh right, yeah. You gangsters. Ooh, got you back. Anyway, I just sort of thought I'd show you some ugly people. There's only one person with the admin on point, and that's as usual. That's David. Look, but he's eating. What time did you get up, mate? You always get up early, David. 7. Oh, we only went to bed about 4 minutes.
When we all went to bed?
Because somebody said it was 12.
9ish.
Like, it's 10 o'clock.
We're gassing, weren't we?
And Martin was just coming out with things that were just extraordinary. Let's turn the cam off, sir. Right, ladies and gents, on behalf of Mike Smith and in defence of Mike Smith, I've had to get my camera out. I've actually got out of my chair to do this because here we have, this is good skills. Top man, I mean absolutely top of the range. Bacon, sausages. Right, he's already got a brew on. Admin's totally on point. He's probably, knowing him, he's washed his knob as well. But here we go, blatant fucking camp lesbian. Look, he's sorted out the washing up even before he's cooked his food. And I think if Big Martin was here, he would go camp lesbian. he's started something now, isn't he? Smells nice, that. No, but you know, I won't get none of that because I've told you a lesbian now anyway. No, I think to the next two, you hold the mantlet. That's a word. Here's my brother off for his morning sabbatical. When I got bog roll and I got a shovel, there's only one thing you can say. We know where you're going, we know where you're going. They were doing a bit of manly maintenance on his kit. Paul just tidying anything that needs tidying. And we can hear all the engines. All these Spitfires been up this morning. But it's quite nice breakfast time here in a Merlin engine, isn't it? Yeah. And that is a heaping mess, ladies and gents. That is a heaping mess, but I'm sorting that out now. Concurrent activity though, he's getting a brew on. Concurrent activity, it's got to happen. And here we see the pinnacle of health, my bruv. He eats lots of muesli, eats lots of fruit, and is also forever going for a poo. Was that a good poo, Paul? Yeah, nice one. One wipe or two, sir? He always goes over the top, like, yeah. I have a poo every day, sir. Within... No. I'm just like touching cheeks now, but I'm just going to wait till I get home. It's not blatant puffery, it's just that I like to poo in my own toilet now. But I tell you what though, David, seriously, and it is a serious point, it is a bushcraft issue, so we will cover it, is I'm so regular, you could set you, within about 20 minutes of getting up, I normally have a poo. And that really does me, because then I have a shower and I get ready and I go to work, yeah. So it's a cup of coffee, sometimes I haven't finished it and I'm having a download, yeah. But when I come out like now, I've got no movements. I mean, I haven't eaten a lot to poo, but you know what I mean? No. But the body just does that, I don't know why. Even on the wilderness gathering, it's normally the afternoon of the second day where I just don't think there's any more room and it's got a... No, do you know what I mean? But anyway, you can be like really healthy like my brother, muesli and all that, loads of fruit.
Twice a day, lots of
and
fibre in the diet.
Yeah, the forever going for anyway. Paul, I was just to say, mate, it's very tidy up there. There's, if you're feeling a bit out of place, yeah, I know, if you're feeling a bit out of place, mate, there's a bit of tidying up here. Attack, attack, attack. Right, ladies and gents, well, I do appreciate the invite over, David. Especially
thank you. Really good.
Putting that with my brother as well, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's nice here, mate, yeah. Was the aeroplane noise, but hey ho, you know, it's
good aeroplane.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yes. The jets have just got no class. They're just noisy. I don't care. They've got no history. They've got no, you know, real classic class or anything. They're just noisy. And the only thing they're good for is setting off the car alarms in the car parks. See, ladies and gents, here is an inane lesson in itself that's just been brought upon by conversation. It's called getting bitten by mosquitoes. There is a secret to it. If you don't wash and you ming, they think, fucking he stinks. Now go on to better pickings, and the better pickings is what you're looking at.
They're thinking the blood's not going to be good.
No, no, no. All you've got to do is, like me, have this funny, like, stink about you, and they don't want to know. Yeah. There you go. Only Marty has a trolley and then carries it. I've just got that on film. I think that's a fair point there. Only Marty would have a trolley and carry it. No. Oh, I think he's going to hit me with it. Anyway, just going to get one more brew on. We're kind of squared away. Paul is going to take his tent down soon, and then we're all away. But as I just want to point to note, I was last to start and first to finish getting me set up down. All right, I don't have much of a flash setup, but then that's just part of it as well. No, last to start. I mean, we was all sitting there having a chat, and then everybody sort of got a bit busy, and I thought, well, I don't want to be the odd one out. I'm going to have to, yeah, set about doing some stuff. Anyway, that's boiling. And it's not my gas, so I'm going to turn it off quickly, ladies and gents. Well, ladies and gents, it's been a cracking meet there. Where's he gone? Thanks for having us over, mate. It's cracking overnighter. Really appreciate that. This is the saddest bit, packing up and having to go home. Yeah.
Just as you get into it, you do walk.
The phone goes ding and like, and you look at it and it's like strikes fear into heart because it says Rosina, 2 messages, and the first one is, where are you? Why aren't you home? Oh, it's been a cracking day, mate. Oh yeah. Free air show. Apart from the noisy jets have just got no class. They're just noise. And the only thing they've, well, it made enough noise, didn't it, mate? Whew. You know, the only thing they're really good for is setting off the alarms. But yeah, other than that, well, it's the saddest bit, packing up on it. It's not the first time we spent the night in the woods, though, is it, mate?
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Yeah. I thought.
On campsites, but
Oh, well.
Do you enjoy it? The peace, quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the nature around you.
yeah.
And the crack between the lads.
Yeah.
The piss taking or
Being
whatever.
a bit of a city boy, I was a little bit concerned about the insects I could hear coming in.
Yeah, but you know for next time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Learned that lesson, haven't
You are a muesli and mosquito man.
I? Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. And you've got to cut down the number of poos because it's very disturbing.
I'm a regular person.
So like fruit and fibre, sir, we just don't do that. This man needs bacon. He needs bacon and more of it.
Did you eat bacon yesterday?
You did, sir. I warmed up some meatballs. Let's have it right. It's not bad for me the other day, but is it? Yeah. Oh, it was too hot on that peppers meat, mate. You know, I was just... Yeah. I was always had something in my belly, but it just probably wasn't like, you know, like meat and 2 veg, like. No. And Rosina's...
Oh.
Yeah. I've got to ask you, mate, it's a lot of... Did you eat all them cookies? No? On the way home? So Rosina does like a bushcraft cookie type of thing, mate, you know, and well, they're quite popular amongst the troops. There is a little bit of smoke coming out of that, but I think that's a fag. Yeah? Yeah. Oh shit, we just tipped ours away as well, didn't we? But, yeah.
Just use your water a minute, is that alright?
Can
I use your water?
What we are going to obviously do, I mean, that's been doused and doused again, and have a walk round, ladies and gents, seriously, because even a discarded fag butt here will cause an absolute nightmare, as I'm sure you're all aware about that in your areas. And we are responsible campers, kept set for people that keep going to poo all the time. It's very disturbing, that. Well, it's just...
I think it's the first time I've been buried poo.
Was that your first field poo? So what did you do when you still on them fishing trips and that?
I just didn't go, it was only day tripping, I never went out.
Leave this here once Steve come up and leave it here. I've got one, that's 2.
But anyway, ladies and gents, cheers for having us over, Dave. Cracking meet as always, mate. Cheers, mate. So take care, ladies and gents.